tell you my girl said her brother never cried during anime?
Yeah, you told me that, man. I think that's weird.
No, he's a fucking liar. That's
He's
all
a fucking liar?
Yeah, that's all it is.
He has to be a liar.
He is.
I think that's weird. Anime would make you cry 100% of the time.
Exactly.
100% of the time, I've cried at anime.
There's a storyline that you just can't put into reality that makes you bust down the tears.
I cry when people get hit in anime.
Honestly.
and like, oh no, he's not hitting him. He does nothing.
You show me some tragedy on the news, and I'm like, oh, that's terrible.
But anime,
nigga,
man, anime goes hard.
Whole tear bust out.
Oh yeah, damn. Got loud ass keys. We ride loud pipes every day. I've been bumping old school hip hop.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, but yeah, man, I think a lot of people cry to anime. I cried. I think you're alive if you don't cry to anime.
You gotta be. Like I say, there's a certain string that I feel like anime can pull or tug at on the heart that the typical movies and shows just can't quite do.
True. I know I started rather early, but maybe take some time for the people to get in here. Who knows? But, I mean, you hung with this guy though, right?
Every now and again, we ain't really close like that, so.
You're really close like that, so.
Yeah, I don't know if he works for the Dark Forces or not. Who the fuck knows?
He works for Canon.
Hydra, who knows?
Right.
What I do know is he's a fucking liar.
I know this guy. He's a fucking liar. Why you gotta call him a liar, man? I think he, I don't know. Maybe he not a liar. Maybe he just ain't got no heart, man.
Impossible.
He said it's impossible.
Impossible. If you are a true anime fan, and you have seen not even that many of them, because I mean, I feel like even out of 10 animes, you're bound to at least catch 2 with a good storyline. And out of those 2, you're bound to at least find 1 that you're gonna deeply connect with. And you can't tell me that it ain't gonna tug on your goddamn tears.
Tear tuggers?
And if you do tell me that, well, I'll believe you. And then tell you you're a fucking liar. So?
If you do tell me that, I'll believe you. I didn't tell you you're a fucking liar.
You know, lose, buddy.
Lose thing, man. Alright, man. Let me see here. What am I missing here? Oh, we live. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. That's what I was doing.
Alright. Since we're live, I got 1 multi.
You got 1 multi?
I got 1 multi.
Hey. You doing the multi live on fucking?
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Android 17.
So you going for LI 17?
I'm thinking about it.
Hey. All I can say is, yeah, that's all. That's all I can say. Yeah, we all right. We here at this monumentous occasion. I know y'all like, what the fuck is a blank screen? It's cool though. We here. It's Geek Lemonade. We here.
We're here. I don't know if I want y'all to see my face during this part.
You gotta see this. We're taking you deep into Dokkan right here. Okay.
ice taps is the taps of hope.
We got Vegeta and Krillin.
Right.
Wish it was just a Krillin, but he on Global Instant Super Saiyan.
Got
1.
Got
Super
2.
Saiyan 2. Only Super Saiyan 2.
Screen crack.
No screen crack.
Motherfucking 1.
First one, Jocko. Second one, SR10. Third one, SR17 Tech. Fourth one, Rare Zarbon. Fifth one, Int Super Saiyan Vegeta SR. The Pill-Off Gang. Rare. Oh, a Nail Tech SR. Nail. Piccolo. Rare STR Piccolo. Rare STR Piccolo. Go ahead. SR Transform Jarbon. Oh, there you go. AGL Kid Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Not the LR.
That's the end, ladies and gentlemen.
Not the LR. Guaranteed summons. Guaranteed SSR summons, son. Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Geek Lemonade. Thanks for tuning in. It's over after that. It's over.
It is. It's over.
That showed you what it did. Where the stream was going right then and there. But no, man. It's your boy Geek Lemonade, man. Welcome to AnimeLemonade PodCast. This is my boy CJ. Introduce yourself. I don't know if you want. I didn't mean to say that. I don't know.
Nah, you fine. Honestly, I really ain't got much to introduce myself by. I'm CJ. Don't really do too much social media terms of that nature, so you can't find me anywhere. But I'm here today. I might be here tomorrow. Fingers crossed.
He'll definitely be here tomorrow. This is all his stream. This is all him. I'm an anime guy. I've seen anime before, but this guy lives it. Psych. I don't think he lives it, but we're gonna bust it right open though, because this is a live reaction. He hasn't seen this, so we're gonna get a live reaction to this. So what you think of the World Hero Mission, the movie? That was just the first teaser trailer for it. What's your thoughts on that?
It was weird. I had an instant flashback of like nostalgia. You know, it's like you ever see it's like when you're an adult and you watch your child walk across the graduation stage.
Yeah.
You feel that sense of like time lapse of like where'd it go? And I instantly felt that just now. It's like, damn, man, this man went from punching anything and breaking his arm to now he's on world missions and shit like that. It just took me aback a bit. But on that note, that shit looks, I don't even know if I can curse on here or not, but that looked legit. That's just
gonna be sick, man. That's gonna be sick, man. I you know I love My Hero. That's my junk, man.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to start this podcast when it first came out, but my man, due to scheduling, couldn't come in. So, out of respect for him, because he's the only guy I really watched this with, we held off. Now, you're not fully caught up on the anime, is you?
For the newer season?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Because you rewatching Naruto right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a long watch, man.
About 300 episodes. I am on episode 116. For those who are familiar, that's the first time Sasuke leaves the village to go and find power. But it's my God, it's been a journey trying to get through all this. But I'm so glad that I am though.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Gotta get through it, man. You know.
Yeah, it was
I mean, what else is there to do but watch anime? right?
I mean, every now and again, you gotta breathe and shit. But
Man, who wants to breathe? Anime's on, man.
That's what I'm saying. Every now and again. If you got your priorities right, you know anime comes first before all things. But for those who are lost, sometimes they do things like get jobs and school,
jobs and shit.
All that dumbass shit.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Not at all.
So, what's your go-to anime? Because I know you can watch a lot of animes, but everybody has like a go-to anime. They don't just like all animes no matter what comes out, because that's just crazy, you know. And there's so many of them, man. And the market is flush with them. So what's your you tune in every week, or even if it's over that you've rewatched numerous of times? You got any animes like that?
So my first obvious one would have to be, of course, Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z.
Gotta go with Dragon Ball. I can easily jump to any fight scene and turn him into power and be hooked into it. That's typically what I do.
Dragon Ball Super in particular.
Super in particular, and it's only because the art style and the character development of how it got there is where that's where I always go back to.
Do you think you like Super more because you was present in the moment that it was coming out? And, you know, you wasn't watching, like, Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball when it first came out. But, you know, I mean, you was familiar with them.
I would say I like Super more because my understanding of anime more now than back then. I feel like back then we didn't even know we were really watching anime. We just knew it was Dragon Ball.
Just Dragon Ball.
We didn't know it was a category of its own. We had no idea Tsunami was fucking prepping us for anything and everything that we're watching this day and age as adults. But
it was Toonami, not Tsunami.
Tsunami, yeah.
Yeah, Tsunami. Yeah, I was about to say Tsunami.
But yeah, I feel like that's the reason why I connect with it more, is because my adult mind, like you say, watched it from when it first came out versus back then. The Dragon Balls were kind of me just watching the fight scenes rather
watching
than
the fight
knowing
scenes.
the
It felt kind of dragged out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You think they fine-tuned it in Super? In your opinion, you think they fine-tuned it in Super based off of the animes that you like pretty much grew up with? Speaking of that, you know what I mean? Which animes did you grow up with? I mean, you said Dragon Ball, but I mean, you still haven't told me your go-to anime. But yeah, I mean, you can, in your order, tell me how you.
So, when you say go-to, you mean as in like if I'm all out of animes to watch, what will be the first one that I potentially rewatch?
That, or that it doesn't matter if you've seen it, or it's your favorite anime. Like, you can, if it's on, you're gonna watch it to the end.
Okay. Oof. Shit, that's a hard one. If that's what you're asking me. Alright, so I'd still leave Super on there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Black Bullet was pretty good.
Black Bullet?
Yeah.
What's that about?
You never seen Black Bullet before?
No.
Oh, man. Black Bullet is, I could actually have the title of it wrong, but it's basically a assassin-ish type of fucking show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The premise is kind of odd, but it's worth a watch.
Okay.
This is an odd one, but I kind of liked it only because I guess dude was OP, which was the aesthetics of a hero.
Aesthetics of a hero?
Yeah. It's a 12 episode, relatively terrible storyline, but like I say, the fact that he was OP and just the character in itself was kind of fucking cool to me. And like I said, because of how short it was easy for me to like get to, watch it real quick, and be done with it. But I could always refer back to it because of that. Honestly, I feel like for more more animes that I've watched, I'd actually have to go to like the my anime list and like look through every single one that I have. It's kind of like asking what's your favorite book
Well,
after so
because
long.
it's you shouldn't have to go through your list to say which anime you will watch over and over again.
I can though, and that's only because there's
You don't remember the names. You want to make sure you do them justice.
partially, but more so because there's really so many of them that you watch to a point where it's hard to say I've watched this one and this one in particular versus these and these, because I feel like for most of them, if I've seen it all the way through, it's because I'd rewatch it again.
Okay.
And most animes I've seen all the way through. Very few have I actually started and then put the fuck down.
Okay.
But of all those, number one would be Bleach.
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 Now, see, Bleach came out at the time with Dragon Ball, and to me, I know it came out different times and stuff, but Bleach came out during the time where I was just into Dragon Ball, and I was kind of not liking all anime, so Toonami used to show that along with like Inuyasha and some other anime shows that I didn't really watch.
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yu Hakusho. I think so. I don't remember the anime timeline on Toonami, because by the time I made it to college, they just started showing GT, and then they started putting in the different new shows.
Yeah.
You know, so I seen a lot of the Toonami stuff, but then I seen different stuff, and I kind of took a break for anime. I wasn't watching anime like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I can feel that. I really didn't get back into it until I was up in Georgia. And that's when I first came across Attack on Titan, actually.
Attack on Titan.
So I'd say in the beginning, I was kind of...
What's your favorite anime? What's your favorite anime? Attack on Titan. Remember that?
Okay.
He was cutting everybody when they said Attack on Titan.
What was that? What was the name of that dude we were watching?
I don't know him. I know he was Rhyme Styles' cousin. At least that's what I got about. But he had it was a video about Dokkan. I'm a big Dokkan player. I'm pretty sure you know that coming to this channel beforehand. But yeah, I played the hell out of Dokkan. That's my jam. But yeah, he had it was an inside joke. But go on. Statics over here.
But yeah, when Attack on Titan came out, I'd say that's really when like anime sparked for me as a conscious adult. I would say most of it back then was kind of just colors and action and people moving around. But then with this, I got deeper into it based off of like how it drew me in with the story angles, I guess you could say.
The angles, son.
Yeah. Because it wasn't your average, oh yeah, you know, this dude is... Especially versus where Attack on Titan is at now for... I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but...
Is it over? It's over, right? I think they said it was the final season, so it's over. Unless they was lying about it and they're doing it like a spinoff. Because I know it got super hype as it was ending versus when it first began.
See, and that's the thing. I feel like with the last... I don't remember it being over, at least, unless I missed out on a couple episodes. But which is my only issue with anime is waiting a fucking week for one episode to get cut off like the damn Sopranos, and then you have to wait another 7 days to either rewatch the previous episode and then watch the new episode, or just have that fresh memory.
Wow. But that's a sub person's problem. It's not a dub person's problem. Cause see, when they do the dubs, all of the stuff is done, and they don't have to wait an extra week for things to come out. Dub person problem versus a sub person problem. But you know, sub people get it first. Dub people have to wait until they record it, which is not always cool. You know.
So right now, like, for My Hero, honestly, I started watching it, and then, it's gonna sound stupid, I realized how fucking good it was, and I had to stop. When I realized how good My Hero was getting for this season, after a couple of episodes in, I had to drop it because the anticipation to get to next week was killing me so much that I figured I'm just gonna let that shit build up like interest in a bank.
Now a lot of people do that with anime. They let it build up. You know what I mean? I mean, I done that, and now I don't do that no more because I kind of had an anime awakening just a couple years ago. Not that I wasn't watching anime or I didn't appreciate it. It was just that I wasn't in tune. I had so much other stuff to do. There's so much other pop culture stuff going around and life that's going around that you don't get a chance to really sit down and do the things you enjoy, like watching TV and watching anime. But as of recently, I've had a lot of time. Thanks, COVID. And I was able to watch and sit down and watch a lot of stuff. And man, I've been falling in love with a couple different animes, you know? So right now, I think you know my favorite anime right now is Konosuba. Konosuba is my favorite anime right now. And yeah, Kazuma is my guy. You know what I mean? My guy, 100 grand. Kazuma is my guy. You know, so
facts. For the comedy, that is easily the number one go-to anime right there. Easily.
It's just so surreal. It's exactly what you would do if you found yourself in another world. But I didn't know you could be a particular type of anime watcher. So coming out coming out the gate, I am what they would call an action anime watcher because I would watch only Dragon Ball and things of that nature, like Gundam Wing, but that also puts you in an action mech type category. It's so many categories and subcategories of that, so it's hard to kind of find your anime line or awakening. So when you start off, especially if you come from one of the action animes, you start off with Dragon Ball or something like that. Certain animes like that make you think, like Death Note. You know, you don't even realize how good it is because some people put it to the side, especially if you're not watching anime. If that wasn't your thing, like regular cartoons is my thing. I love all type of cartoons. You name it, I probably love it. And but when you think about cartoons and anime, you give anime its own classification. Now I'm a victim. I'm not a victim, a perpetrator of giving anime its own classification. But when you looking at anime, do you feel like you fall into a different category? Because with me liking Konosuba and some other isekai, I'm falling into the isekai kind of bubble, you know, when you take you to another world bubble. So, you know, with ReZero, Overlord, and things of that nature. But I don't want to fall into that bubble. What bubble do you think you more than likely would become?
I would say I have a variation of different bubbles in a way, because I mean, I do like my action animes for sure, but I've seen a couple of slices of life. I feel like I can't remember the name of some of them, but there's one called Shinobi, where it's basically a dude and a girl. You know, the dude grew up going into school and kind of put aside being like a child in terms of like imagination fighting and stuff like that.
Okay.
But there's a girl of his who's a friend who grew up with him too, but she's still stuck in that world, so she still likes to play imaginary games and stuff like that, and she likes to bring him into it, even though he gave that shit up. Yeah, but she looked at him like he was like the dark overlord in that imagination world game, and he's trying to get past that. But the more and more that he tries to fight it, and she, you know, tries to bring him along into it, he kind of realizes how much more fun she has being her true self, and he ends up kind of finding his way back into it, and they actually end up dating as well.
Oh, nice.
But that was more so along the lines of a slice of life type.
Now, slice of life type anime, that's like anime that doesn't have any set meaning. It's like a sitcom anime, sort of, right? because like the action in it is pretty much just taking place like regular days type shit, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's slice of life.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's sitcom. It's more so just, it's literally just like something that you can more so relate to on a normal day to day basis.
Normal day.
Yeah.
Well, that's what sitcom is. It's not. It's random acts and shit. You know what I mean? It ain't like something happened like today. Somebody hits a dog on the way out, and then the story's about the dog that's being hit. You know, that's how sitcoms work. You know, they start off with a big action, and then they bring it into that. You know, so speaking of action, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a new Dragon Ball movie that's going to be released in 2022. Dragon Ball Super movie, yeah. Speculation is high on the Dragon Ball Super movie, man. It's already going off the right. No, there's nothing. It's very much confirmed. It's confirmed. I'm only going to talk about it because I know it's confirmed, but it's nothing. Nothing about it has been released yet. All we know is it is confirmed, you know, and everything else is speculation. Now, did I? I didn't take you to the. Did I take you to the Dragon Ball movie last year?
Mm-mm.
I was trying to take you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I tried to take him to see Dragon Ball Z Brawly, you know, subbed at the movies. You know, support anime in the movies, and he had something to do. Me, I went to that, and I also went to see my hero at the movies right before. That was the last movie I saw before COVID broke. So that was crazy. But it was alright though.
Biggest fucking regret was missing that in theaters, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, seeing it on the screen like that was dope, man. Big Frieza, big Raleigh and shit. The graphics was just, oh my god, it was insane, man.
I can only imagine, bro.
And it was insane, man. You know me, I like going to the movies to see just about anything I watch. But yeah, man, the graphics was phenomenal. I loved them. I love the movies. I love going to the movies. Can't wait to start back going to the movies. Got the vaccine, so I'm crazy, I guess, you know. Maybe I'm toxic. Who knows? But yeah.
I doubt so. Technically, I'm toxic too.
There you go. I'm sorry, man. I ain't pass you.
I know you
But caught you. Well, man. All right, man. So, what's an anime you can't live without?
can't live without. I guess there really isn't one.
There isn't one.
For one, there could always be another. I guess you could say.
There can always be another.
I mean, yeah, I can't say there's one that I could say I could live without.
Well, that's because anime isn't a possession. It's actually just a medium. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you can live without any of them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anytime. It's a trick question.
Pay attention, people.
Pay attention to it. Yeah, it's a trick. But no, I mean I would say Dragon Ball. I couldn't live without Dragon Ball.
I would say anime in general. I feel like I couldn't live without.
And in general,
I really don't know if I didn't have anime in my life to right now what the fuck I would be doing.
what was the anime that got you hooked though?
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. Actually, it was. So it started out with Attack on Titan. I watched that and found myself because it was when I was living in Georgia. We military family, so bouncing from place to place. We didn't have too much and nothing going on. I wasn't in school or anything like that at the time, and I wasn't working either. So I just found myself bored as fuck. Once I finished up with Attack on Titan, I was like, all right, this was new for me. This was a fun experience. What else is there? But I didn't know what to find next. So then I went to, just show support, myanimelist.com, If you know, you know. If you don't, you need to find out.
If you know, you know. If you don't, I don't use my anime list. I'm a fool.
It. I went onto there, and it was basically the perfect how to become an anime fan guide. So it shows you not only the animes that are coming out for that season, the newer ones. They're showing you the top 10. They give you breakdowns of anime characters from just about every single one that you can think of. They give you recommendations based off if you've watched this, you should probably watch this, this, and this. And that's where it started for me. I clicked on Attack on Titan, and then it showed me about 3 or 4 different types of animes, not even in the same category per se. Some of them were, but then there were others that were kind of feelers, and that's how I got into the slice of life category.
Okay.
And I think it was from Attack on Titan. Actually, can't remember what the hell I went to back then. After that, that was back in 2017, I want to say. But from there, I found myself watching pretty much whatever else that I recommended, and then from there, I pretty much just tried different animes, and
Right.
if I liked it, I liked it. If I don't,
You don't.
you
You don't. Oh man, the first anime that got me hooked is not Dragon Ball. Believe it or not, it's not Dragon Ball. It was actually Outlaw Star. That was my first anime that got me hooked. I loved Outlaw Star. I would watch it all the time. I even rewatched it when I got my anime resurgence back, and it's one of my favorite anime. And the second anime, still not Dragon Ball, was Gundam Wing. It was Gundam Wing. They was all part of that same block, but I would see myself liking Gundam Wing and Outlaw Star more than I liked Dragon Ball Z at the time that was playing. And the thing about them two was that I liked, I don't know, but them being one-offs like they were and the characters not coming back was the thing that made me, I think that's what helped solidify Dragon Ball for me, because the characters have stayed around longer. It was longer. It was more to digest than just that little bit. You know. Yeah. Now another thing is I have rituals. When I do stuff like all the time, y'all see me smoking all the time. If you ever watch these streams and watch me in streams, you see me smoking. Not cigarettes and stuff. I don't smoke cigarettes no more. But I have a ritual when I'm watching any show. I'm pretty much either smoking to it. Now, do you have any rituals when you watch an anime? Because, like, I have a ritual. I have a ritual when I'm watching a new episode. Even when I'm reading a new manga chapter. No joke. No joke. I won't start the episode unless I'm about to eat or I'm about to smoke. No joke. And it's just crazy because I want all my attention to be on one thing and I want to focus on it. So when I say when I'm about to eat, because I'm fat and I take everything out of perspective when I'm eating, I'm just no, I'm just joking. But no, I'm not joking. No, when I'm eating, because I'm fully concentrated on eating and not nothing else. So I have most of my attention is in front of the TV. Like when I was a kid growing up. See, when you grow up in the 80s, they put you in front of the TV to do everything. So that's how I grew up. But yeah, do you have a ritual? I'll go more into my ritual. Just as so. Dragon Ball Z came on after school around 3:30. I think in where I was at, it came on about 3 o'clock. The block started, and Dragon Ball would come on like around 3:30 or 4 o'clock, somewhere around there. But it showed 2 episodes, and more than likely there was gonna be a cliffhanger on every episode. Tune in next time. Oh, yeah. Then the stick come on. So but I would definitely have me 2 Black and Milds, because I couldn't smoke weed in the house, but I could smoke Black and Milds. So I had me 2 Black and Milds ready, and I would kid you not, I'd be sitting there and I would smoke my Black and Milds while I'm watching fucking Dragon Ball. And if I didn't have one, it's like it'll mess up my whole experience. Now, do you have any things like that? I mean, it's casual watching is one thing, but like new episodes and stuff like that. I mean, do you like to be in a certain mood and a certain conditions have met? Do you play? You push play? Because I don't know. If I'm driving and it's playing, I'm not paying attention to it. But if I'm sitting still, especially if it's a new episode, I want to get the full love of that anime.
Alright. I'm mad you asked me this question because I'm going to give you an honest answer since that's who I am. People that are watching this, don't you fucking judge me. But my ritual, typically when, what was it? When Sword Art Online came on. Mm-hmm. When the newest season would come on, the new episodes would show at about, I want to say about 8 in the morning. Okay. I knew I'd have work at about 10. So, every morning, when Sword Art Online came on, I wouldn't watch the new episode until I was taking a shit. so for 30 minutes, I would sit down.
You wouldn't get up from that shit until you finished watching the episode.
So I would tell you, just about every Friday morning, I would have weak legs trying to stand up after watching 30 minutes of Sword Art Online on the toilet. But it just came natural to me. I don't know why. And then I'd also be watching it, I'd have to, like you, have to be smoking, definitely eating, and have to be, like, in bed. If I was at work, I really wouldn't watch animes that were new. I just rewatch old stuff if I'm driving around, for listening to.
Just for listening to.
Yeah, it'd be the same kind of concept. But.
Because it's like, I don't know. I mean, for me personally, because unlike him, he watches it after it's aired. He doesn't watch it when it airs. And like for me, when Dragon Ball Super was airing, I would watch it as it aired on Fuji TV. So, and that's without subtitles. And it was just me being able to grasp what it is. It's an action anime. It's not really too much talking. It's like, I'm going to fight you. You're going to fight me. You got the Dragon Ball. There's not a lot of shit to say in that, So, I will watch it when it comes on. Here, it would come on Saturday nights because it comes on Sunday mornings in Japan. So it would come on Saturday nights at around 6:30 and daylight saving and 7:30 and when it wasn't. And man, so and I would get it first because man, just waiting 30 minutes to an hour to somebody either fan sub it or the dub come out. Man, it's crazy, but I know Funimation did simulcast it, but man, watching it live is so much better. If you ask me, it's so much better.
Never have I ever, but I feel like I should try that honestly.
What? Watch it live?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's dope, man. I don't know what app to use now because after Super stopped, I didn't keep watching Japan TV live. Okay. But I can point you in a direction. It's like Fuji TV, but then you get. It's kind of crazy how their television go because we have like NBC, ABC, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like
stations.
Right. But Fuji TV, they just have channels. So it'd be on Fuji. It's all Fuji TV.
Oh, okay. So it's like everything being owned by Cartoon Network.
It's something like that. From what I could tell, it's all Fuji TV, but it's like channel 8, 13. And it'd be like it's hard because they also have another anime channel that streams reruns anime.
Like oldies.
Yeah, and then it's like 3 or 4 of them running at the same time because you got like the girls shonen stuff. I mean, girl stuff. Because shonen has girl stuff and boy stuff too. But the anime is like Sailor Moon and other girl animes that I don't know. Pretty girl animes. Yeah. And it's pretty much it's different from my TV, from my perspective. But you gotta realize I'm only watching it on the internet. I don't have it like yeah. But It is dope, man. It's dope because you don't get none of the commercials because you speak English, and but it has some cold ass commercials though, man. There's one for chocolate, and it sounds like Topo. You're like Topo, you go to something, Topo. Topo,
That's fucking
because
dope.
of Nopo.
Honestly, one of my colleagues back at work, dude, brought in some chips that were like, I think they were crab leg flavored chips.
Oh man, I saw some of that shit on the internet. I'm good. Crab leg chips.
They were fucking
I love some crab legs, man. You can't put them in chip form.
You can, they did, and it was bussin'.
You said it was good?
Oh my god.
You put hot sauce on it?
No.
Then it wasn't good.
I don't want to take that stereotype. If you come across those.
Oh man. Alright, so hey, you ever started somebody on an anime and then they got overly obsessed in the anime and it made you not want to talk to them no more about the anime?
Partially, yes. That recently just happened, actually. A friend of mine who never really cared for anime, I was trying to explain to him about My Hero.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I was like, now what you need to understand is because he seen the first episode and was like, you know, oh man.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
My Hero would trick you. It tricks the shit out of you.
It is, bro.
That first episode is... I don't know what to say about that first episode. Because at the end of the first episode, Deku finds out that All Might isn't the All Might he thought he was. And that's it. That's it. You know?
Off to a good start.
Off to a good start. The second episode, just as slow. Third episode, you best believe. Slow. But then again, when you read the manga, it's the same. It's so close to it. I meant to tell you that. I wanted to tell you that.
Real.
So it is so close. It's ridiculous, man. From everything the manga does, everything the anime done is pretty much picture perfect from the manga.
Wow.
Stuff that you wouldn't even realize.
Shout out to My Hero for that one.
Yeah. Even all the little things that come up there in the notes and stuff, they like show Ida is this and stuff. They do that in the anime. In the manga.
Damn.
So yeah. Mineta saying some wild stuff. Yeah. All of that stuff is in the. Oh, shit. He even says even wilder stuff. So,
oh,
even wilder stuff in the manga.
But yeah, we were talking about My Hero, and this was around the time where Deku was going up against Overhaul.
Oh, okay.
So I was naturally hype as hell.
Oh man, that was such a hype fight, man.
Oh my god.
Super Saiyan Blue Deku.
Yeah. Everyone that's seen that, anime fans knew that shit. Man, that looked familiar.
Hey, I saw that Super Saiyan Blue. Man, that shit killed me, man.
Yeah. Oh my god. Rewound that shit.
Man.
But all in all, yeah, when that was coming out, I was, hype as hell naturally. And explaining to him about it, and after he'd watched the first episode, he said that he basically didn't want to watch it anymore. Like, oh, this anime sucks, I'm like, you gotta understand, man, like, this is the kind of story where the characters, basically, you really see a character go from 0 all the way up to 100, but every single number in between.
0 to hero. Just like that.
That was good. I told him, like, you just gotta stick with it. You keep watching it.
It's a stick with it type of anime.
Definitely.
You
will not be disappointed if you stick with it. You just gotta be patient.
And so I heard about this rule. It's a real rule. It's a real rule, and the rule is the 3 episode rule in anime. People judge anime by the first 3 episodes. If you get through the first 3 episodes of anime and you like it, you will continue watching the anime. So you think back to the first 3 episodes of My Hero.
doesn't apply.
Doesn't apply.
Not at all. Not at all. Because I mean, the first 3 episodes they weren't really great. They were interesting at most, but like I say, you can tell for the most part when there's some animes where even though they're slow, you can tell they have potential. Black Clover, for instance.
Black Clover.
Totally got shitted on when it first came out. Sure enough, here we are now, what, I want to say in the hundreds in terms of episodes. I mean, I heard terrible things about Black Clover.
Terrible. I heard good things about Black Clover. It's actually one of the ones I hear frequently, and people ask me to add that to my list. I mean, have asked me to add that to my list of things I need to watch, not to the list you think I'm referring to on AnimeLemonade. But
yeah, I got you.
but
yeah, the main thing that I was hearing about it was his consistent screaming.
The one guy?
Yeah, the main character.
I think he's a blonde hair guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds like Bakugo. So I recently started watching ReZero, and I had to watch it on Crunchyroll. So they played the Black Clover commercial like 100 fucking times, and I'm like, this sounds like fucking Bakugo. Bakugo to me sounds like Vegeta, and I'm not talking about sound like as in they the same voice actor. I'm just talking about the way the character sounds and go about life. So, but Bakugo is definitely is Vegeta 2.0, and
they're all basically male Sunders.
Yeah.
To put it simply.
But yeah, keep going about it.
Yeah. Either way, call me back. I think after I want to say maybe a week, 2 weeks. I ain't hear from him. Next thing you know, all in.
He all in.
All in.
All in. He must got to the season 2.
I can't remember where he was when he called me up, but I do know I was at work at the time.
Oh, or he got to if he got to episode 4 or 5. He got to episode 4 or 5, which I think either one of them is the first Bakugo versus Deku, the Kachan Deku fight. And then that was pretty good, you know. That was pretty good, especially because it was like the first one of the training and stuff.
Yeah.
You know. So, because I think once you get to the first Bakugo Kachan Deku fight, I think you're in.
Yeah.
You're in for the long haul.
Oh yeah.
You're in for the long haul because you done got through the training episode. You done got through the first the qualifying round. So once you get to that, you're in. You golden, Tony.
Something I was actually talking to him about too for that, because I told him, I was like, honestly, what's crazy about this anime, and I feel like I can't say this about too many of them, but they could have honestly taken My Hero into, just like how it has that background right there, 3 different directions, and I would have still watched it. It could have honestly been a show just about Deku, Bakugo. I probably would have still watched it. Todoroki, honestly, the most slept on hero in the entire show.
What you mean, Mr. OP himself?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, I have some news for you. Soto Todoroki is not the most slept on character in My Hero Academia. He's actually as much a star of the show as Deku and Bakugo, if you ask me. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because I read the manga. All right.
Well, we're saying the show. We're talking about the show itself, and not the manga.
If I say it's going pretty much tit for tat, man, it's going tit for tat. But I'm just fucking with you, man. You know, Soto Todoroki to me is the most OP character almost ever wrote.
He just wasn't highlighted in the show, I would say.
Yet. I would say.
Yet.
Yet. He's the most OP. And that's just the thing for things to come, because this is not talking manga here, so I'm not going to spoil you with anything. But just know, Soto Todoroki is pretty much the most OP character on My Hero Academia.
Like I said, could have done a show just about his ass. Probably would have still watched it.
Who said you're not watching it now?
Technically, I'm not watching it now because I'm letting the episodes build up.
Yeah, technically, you know. I gotta show you an SNL with this. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'll show you later. I don't want to play too much copyrighted shit on my thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
You know, man. But there's a lawsuit. I ain't trying to get none of that, man. I'm trying to keep it going. You know.
So when does this drop?
What do you mean? This movie? I don't know, man. Tell you the truth. It did say it, but you know what? We're gonna watch it again, man. So nice we had to watch it twice.
Facts.
It looks awesome, though. Black suit.
Yeah, man. I was just thinking the same thing. Costumes.
Black suit deco.
I wonder if the One Hero made those.
Well, you talking about old girl?
Yeah.
Well, I'll spoil this much for you. All right.
Here it comes.
This is a spoiler, okay? It shouldn't be, but it is.
It is.
All right. The reason these three are together. I don't want to watch 100 Civil Facts on this. I like Channel Fed already, but the reason that them three are together is because Bakugo, Soto Todoroki, and Deku go to work as interns, as work studies. Is it work studies? Interns at Endeavor's Hero Agency. So that's why they're together. So I'm pretty sure this movie is pulling from that particular arc, which is coming in the future on anime.
So wait a minute. That's it to say that in the anime, when they did do their internship.
Well, see, they're gonna have another one here soon.
Oh, okay, so there's a second internship that they do.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to go into it. I just say they're gonna have another.
Asking too many questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. I'm not gonna go into too much of it. I'll just say that's all I'll say. That they are going to work for Endeavor. They're gonna be under him, and they're gonna. And I'll say this much: it's gonna be fucking awesome. Fucking
it's
awesome.
My Hero.
It's gotta be awesome.
Expecting nothing less, honestly. I can't tell you how hard it's been not watching the episodes that have been coming out.
I don't know how you do, because the new one came out this morning.
I know, I see.
Yeah, the new one came out this morning. They all been pretty stellar, man.
I'm burying myself in work, ladies and gentlemen. Get your priorities straight. Quit your job. Watch animes.
Quit your job, watch anime?
Quit your job, watch animes.
You heard it here first. Quit your job, go out and watch anime.
Get your priorities in order.
Get your priorities straight.
You know get on your ass.
If you're not doing that, you better be watching anime. You know, that's what's up, man. Love for My Hero is what's up, man.
There was another anime I was trying to remember, but I can't remember the title of it. I was gonna tell you about, because it wasn't an action more so. It was a detective kind of.
A detective one?
Yeah, it was more of a mystery. But the premise of it was that.
Now, I don't want to stop you here, but now a mystery anime, is that rewatchable? Because it's all about the reveal at the end. You know? So, does it mystery anime keeps its rewatchability?
I would say yes. Only because, though you know the end of it per se, but it's the build up that gets there.
Well, I mean, since you know the end of it, do you watch it like you got new eyes?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, you can always look back to see if there's anything that you missed, and I guess in essence, that's kind of what you're doing.
Right.
It's not like you're watching it again for the fucking shock value that you've already gotten. So,
Right.
but yeah, I would say it's just how the storyline goes about that kind of puts you in the mood to rewatch it. I didn't necessarily rewatch it again, not through the whole thing, but
Right.
once I did finish it, I did at least go back towards like the end of it. Like I like watching the reveal itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like rewatching how Sherlock Holmes, breaks down an opponent real quick.
Right.
Like you know how he does it, you know what he's gonna say, but in itself, you still kind of want
to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end, Goku and Frieza, or well, let me stop right there for those who haven't. Either way, you know how the Tournament of Power ends, but fight scenes make you rewatch it again. How he figures out
The Tournament of Power ending and Dragon Ball Super ending itself was so fast to me. You know, it was even a shorter episode.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
It wasn't as long as previous episodes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it ended rushed straight through the final episode. And it was crazy. I was like crazy because I was watching it live when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, wow, this is shorter than the regular episodes.
I was a little surprised at how they did.
And then they showed the clip of the movie at the end, but it was like a minute or so.
Yeah.
It was just Goku getting pumped up.
Yep.
I
like how they did that though. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
that was cute.
But yeah, I mean they left it open, which is good. So it's a lot of talk about the series coming back, and I can't wait. I'll probably be back watching it live.
I might hop on that train myself. What time do they usually start showing it?
Well, the slot is in Sunday mornings in Japan, but it's like our Saturday evenings or something like that. It's crazy. It's Saturday at about what time is it on Saturday? Like 7:30 or something like that.
So I'm pretty sure they're some odd hours ahead of us.
Yeah, very odd. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It don't take that long. The world is connected now.
I usually knew at least by nighttime it was daytime for here. That's when I knew Sword Art Online was coming on.
Sword Art Online. Now, Sword Art Online, that's another isekai in another world type deal, ain't it?
Yeah.
And I heard the characters on there is like extremely OP.
All the characters or just the character?
The character, I think, is extremely OP, right?
He's pretty fucking OP.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, he technically had an advantage from the beginning, from the very, very, very beginning.
And that's like 300 episodes right now, isn't it? Or like 200 or something. This is up there, right?
Oof. I couldn't say how many. I just know there's a bunch of different story arcs and spin-offs of it.
Okay.
In terms of the first Sword Art Online, then you have the story arc where he goes into the shooting version of the world, and then you have the Cardinal Cardinal version, then you have the version where he's in the Elf Village, and then you have.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. Yeah.
It's a lot of he changes worlds.
Yeah. There's about 4 different ones, at least 5. If I'm not
4 or 5 different worlds. Okay, I see. He changes worlds. He's not just living life in another world. He has kind of control over which world he goes to.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, he's picking and choosing. I would say he has control per se, because I don't know if that's even spoiling it per se, but for majority of the worlds that he goes into, he's typically there not by his own volatile.
Okay, by his own volition.
Yeah, he like the very last season he was in a coma.
Oh.
And got put there.
Oh.
In most of them, he's sadly in a coma. The most OP characters.
In a coma in the real world.
Yeah.
Oh, so do they ever show any of the world going on around them in the real world?
Yep. A lot of the real world actually revolves around the virtual world as well.
Oh, so this virtual world is known within the world.
Yeah, it's not like a hidden world that no one knows about.
Okay.
This is like.
Oh, so they got him hooked into this as he's in the coma.
Yeah.
All right, and that's how they communicate with him.
In the very first season, have you seen the first season?
No.
Okay. In the first season, without giving it all away, they basically come out with the video game. Like I say, he's OP because he's played it previously.
Right.
And everyone then finds out that the creator of the game made this with the purpose of you can't log out anymore. So now there are people, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people within Japan, or pretty much around the world, who can't take the helmet off, and they're pretty much stuck in their own subconscious.
Wow, and he's
one of them.
Okay.
So for those who can't, but in the real world, they also go back and show for those who can't afford medical treatment, they die.
Oh.
Because granted, you're still alive in the real world, but if you're not eating, if you can't afford to stay in the hospital where they're keeping you on IVs and shit, you're pretty much dead. And then if you die in the game, you die for real. So you can die either way.
Oh. It's Sword Art Online. I gotta check out Sword Art Online, man.
Definitely gotta check it out.
I'm gonna check it out. I watch Overlord. That's my show. You still haven't seen that one yet, right?
I've heard so much.
So Overlord, that's my guy right there. Eyes on Gone, man. That's my dude, man.
So explain to me, how does he get into?
So from what I know, he's living in a dystopia Japan, sort of like what happened there. But the video game Idrisil, the servers was going down. It was the last night of the servers, and he and his friends, they built pretty much an empire inside the game. So he's gonna spend the last night in the game fully in the character and everything.
Okay.
And with his character he's created, and once the servers go off, all the NPCs wake up, and he's pretty much been transported into another world inside this video game. But it's a whole world, and everybody's real.
Okay.
So it goes from his NPC next to him that just usually does what he commands to do, to this person now is talking on its own, walking on its own, stuff like that. So he's in this world where he used to know what was going on because it was a game, the world of this game, and now he doesn't know if any other people are there with him or stuff like that. And pretty much it's kind of like he's smart enough to know what to do and how to do it, and the empire that him and his friends built are so overpowered, and it's ridiculous how overpowered they are, and they bequeathed all of this stuff to him, and he's a heavy magic user, and they have all of the good items. They built decades of characters, they have dungeons. There's no man, there's so many OP characters in it. It's ridiculous, man. Like we was watching Isekai Quartet, and okay, I think I see this. I don't know, but anyway, they're so OP. We was watching Isekai Quartet. Pretty much every character that you saw in there that was from Overlord is OP.
Okay. I figured as much, but I couldn't tell.
Right, you couldn't tell, but Like all of them would definitely kill you. They're all demons.
I mean, Overlord.
They're all demons, and they would definitely kill you. That's what they enjoy doing. No joke, man. Overlord is great.
How many seasons? We got just
It's
one.
three
Damn.
seasons,
Alright.
and the fourth coming out just announced with a movie. So it's jumping off, man.
Slept on.
Yeah, I'm slept on. It's so many anime out there. It's hard not to be sleep on them.
Honestly,
You know,
really lose track.
so many different genres of anime. Like I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Yuri anime, which is like light porn anime, and that's crazy, but it is Yuri. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. It falls under the category if you like Kill la Kill and stuff like Interspecies Reviewers or like Kyojo volleyball and stuff. The butt ball.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
Okay.
You know, you like girls and.
Nah, I get you.
Yeah. You know, it ain't funny like Shin Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ain't dramatic as Samurai Shampoo. You know.
Also a good one.
So. It ain't. You know. It's
Fully Cooley was another one.
Fooly Cooley. Yeah. I'm check out. I seen Fooly Cooley and Perfect Hair Forever, but I never really watched them.
No.
No, not watched them. You know.
Fully Cooley used to come on right before I was going to school in the morning.
Yeah. See, anime was because of the stuff that happened in the '90s, in Dragon Ball and Sailor Moons and
Inuyasha.
and Inuyashas, but pretty much more so the Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, and of course Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. Gotta catch him all.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Oh man! Shout out to anything and everything Team 4-Star.
That was not Team 4-Star, but hey.
Nah, but they just made me think of
It just made you think Team
Yeah.
4-Star. That was Dorkly.
Okay, that's who that was.
Dorkly team Pokemon Rusty.
Yeah.
Pokemon Rusty.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. I gotta catch 'em all. What'd I be if I didn't catch all of the Bidoofs? You kept them in the same ball. Duh. I gotta keep switching balls. I'm not rich.
That is.
I love Pokemon Rusty, man.
I swear.
Yeah.
I'm glad you put me onto that.
Yeah, man. You know, anything anime related, man. You know, I like anime. A little bit.
Just a bit. Yeah.
Just a bit.
Just
Just a little bit of anime lemonade. He said the thing.
the thing. I like that. I like that. Smooth.
You know, just a little bit of that. But let's see, man. It's getting super late, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you go ahead and get out of here, man. We already at an hour and a half, man.
Oh damn.
Yeah, man. See, time flies when you're talking anime, man. Swear to God, man. There you go, man. You know. So.
Yeah, this damn sure been dope.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait for this to come out. Oh
man,
my God.
man, it's gonna be dope, man.
I'm gonna have to call off.
You ain't gonna call off, man. They need you.
I'm gonna call off.
We saw the podcast. You said you was gonna call off this day. We need you in Mexico. Sorry, flight's already booked. Get on a plane.
Don't bullshit. That could actually happen.
Yeah, that's what I know. That's what I say. We need you in Mexico. We know it's not showing there, so you should be ready to work. You get your shit. Get your shit so you get in. But yo, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Get your priorities right.
Get your priorities and shit, man. Get your priorities.
Get on your ass.
All
Watch
right.
anime.
So, you know, man, thanks to my man CJ for doing the podcast, man. The AnimeLemonade PodCast with my man CJ every day. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for coming over. You know, we're gonna continue to do this anytime we can. You know, hopefully by then he's at least watched the first 6 episodes of My Hero. We can talk about My Hero and all that goodness.
I mean, what episode is it on right now? Out of curiosity.
200 and something. Fuck you! I'm not gonna tell you. Go watch it.
I'll go watch it.
Go watch it.